Hello, amazing humans. Welcome to the series 1. This is our all chakra project. And I have to tell you, this is super kind of funny, but not really. So I recorded a bunch of videos yesterday for series 1, and they were all sideways. So hopefully I'm recording the right way today. Still learning how to set up my workspace so you guys can see and I can still work. And I have to use a step stool to get up to make sure that you're in here. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. There's only one project for series 1, but I want to give you the option of you can do the clearing and the energizing if you want. Today, I'm just going to focus on this 12 by 12 canvas. I've already prepped it. I got it dirty. And we're going to do a chakra tree. I went ahead and got my paints out. I added a little bit of white to each one to kind of lighten them up a little bit. But I'm going to just go ahead and jump right in and get started. And I do have some of the Q-tip things that I put together. I may use paintbrushes. We'll see what happens. But I'm just going to jump right in. And this is focusing on all of our chakras, that we are in total and complete alignment now after 7 weeks of working on each chakra. And I'm going to start with, I don't think I want this big brush. Actually, we'll use this one. And I thought I grabbed my water, but I guess I didn't. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to make my tree trunk. I don't have this taped down. This is just that flat canvas. Again, it's 12 by 12. Use whatever size you want. I just happen to have this, and so I thought, why not? So I'm just going to come in here and start my tree trunk. And again, we're not worrying about it being perfect. Just kind of wherever it wants to go. And I'm not being perfect with it. I think that one's going to go up here. And this one, I'm going to probably do a little bit more detail work with it, because I want to add more branches. Just go ahead and fill this in. Yeah, just connect with that feeling of having all of your chakras in alignment. And now we are just enjoying some art time, relaxation time, connecting with our chakras. Remember, it's just about letting the paint go where it wants to, kind of like the whole idea of energy goes the path of least resistance. Energy is smart, it knows where to go. And so we just intend that our paint knows where to go. And we're not trying to be perfect in what we're doing. We're just creating, being in that flow. Go ahead and branch this one up a little bit more. And this time, I'm still going to have the 7 branches, but I'm going to add some that come off of it too. This is a really big tree, so. But you don't have to worry about your tree trunks, being perfect, because we are going to come back in and do our dot art again. All right, so it's on here. The one that came off there. I'm just taking some of that excess paint as I come back down. Just a happy little tree. And this one, I think I'm going to do a branch this way. Bring that paint in. Do another branch right here. Again, just trust that you have however many branches that your tree wants to have. I know we were focusing on having 7 branches because we were focusing on the 7 chakras, but that's not so important this time. Just do what feels good. Remember, there's no perfect tree in nature. Actually, I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. Nature is perfect, perfectly imperfect. There we go. And this one needs one here. This one there. This one looks low. Just add as many branches as you want. And we're just making a happy little tree. I think this one needs one there, up there. And then I think we need one coming off of there. It's a beautiful tree. Right there. All right, so just put as many branches as you want on here. Sorry, I kind of got focused on what I was doing, and that happens when you're, doing art. It's just perfect. Put on some music. Just have fun. I think I want my tree to come out a little bit more detailed over here. And I think a little bit more over here. Really big tree with really big roots. Okay, so. And again, after all of your paint dries, you can come back in and add your details if you want, or just leave it as is when it's all done. So I'm just adding some more paint here because I want my tree trunk to be filled in. Again, it does not have to be perfect. And when it dries, you can add a second coat if you want to. All right, so I'm not going to worry about filling in this too much. I got too much brown paint out. Grab paper towels. All right, so how we're going to do this one, and again, this isn't super dry, so if you want to dry this, you can. But we're going to try to divide this into sections. So I'm going to start with red here, and then probably come in and do some gold, and leave enough space for each one. So I'm going to be working on both sides at the same time, and just doing our dots. So let's just go ahead, and I need to grab up another palette. Give me just a second. I really think that I'm going to have a swing in my tree in the final one. It's really like me to be a tire swing. I haven't gone back in and created the other pieces yet, so dipping into my red, didn't press these all down. Okay, so now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to do my red dots. And you'll see that I am pulling some of the brown. That's okay. Again, it's a little bit different because it's not watercolor paper, so it's staying a little bit more wet. So maybe I'll try to steer clear a little bit of the branches, but again, I'm not worried about grabbing some of that brown. So I'll come back in with some white too, remember? Push those down. And actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with orange. Just make sure you try not to get those all kind of crazy messy. I'm going to grab another stack. Come in and grab some orange. And just go for it. And you can even overlap the red with the orange. Just fill it up with your dots. This dot painting is so easy, so anybody can make a tree with some Q-tips. I love it. Easy peasy. And then yellow and green. Okay, perfect. So again, I can probably make this orange a little bit wider. Just come up a little bit. Okay. Grabbing another stack of my Q-tips. And again, if you really want to spend more time on it, I just didn't want you guys to be here for hours on end with me doing it with the paintbrush. It takes a lot longer. So I just decided to use the Q-tip method. Okay. Come in here like this and just kind of draw my line. That's all going to be yellow. And I've decided that I need something underneath of my canvas so that when I'm recording videos that you're not seeing all, just looks better. So hopefully, I was noticing in some of the videos it was not very eye appealing to, especially when I was working with the tree, to see all this wood underneath here. I need something, I think, a little bit lighter. I haven't decided. I think I'm just going to use contact paper. But anyway, off topic. We're making happy little trees. Just get in there. Bring down your yellow. And I'm just kind of getting the initial down. And I may still even go in with like some white dots or fill it in some more just to give it some dimension. Draw a paint palette here. Now I'm going for green for our heart chakra. Just gonna go right over that yellow. Happy little trees, happy little heart chakra. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this series. These little trees are just, you know, I wanted projects that, whether you're an expert or a beginner, something that everybody could do and still have fun. And by no means, I do not have official like art training. I just have picked up some skills along the way. And so just sharing that with you. I think I'm going to come in here really quick with the orange because I can see it. Bring that down. Grab the yellow and bring it down some more. So it's kind of seeing that I wasn't down far enough. There we go. Okay. I'm running out of workspace here, trying to stay in the camera. Now we're going to come in with our blue for our throat chakra. That's my little Q-tips down. There we go. Okay, and then blue. Put some here. And you'll find that you'll get more dots if you kind of dab out your paint. I don't know if I mentioned that in the other videos. If I did not, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of create my line of where the blue's going. There we go. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. I think someone's here. So I'm going to dot this all out. And our throat chakra is looking good in our chakra tree. And I just love how it's coming together. It's so pretty. Happy little dots, happy little chakras. All right. Now we're going to go in with our violet. Remember, we talked about how indigo and violet, they're really close. So your third eye is violet, and then or indigo. I always just think of it as purple. So that's probably my fault. But and then we're going to use gold for the crown. They kind of like tie it all together. All right. So now I'm going to come in with purple color up there. More to create my line. There we go. And I kind of lightened up the purple and the blue because I wanted you to be able to see the different colors. So pretty. Bring the purple a little bit more. Just really filling it in. Remember, it's okay if they mesh together because they all flow together, right? When they're in harmony. All right. And then last but not least, that beautiful gold. Some of these, well, I'm gonna have to stick this one here for now. Turn paint palette here. Put these down, and now we're gonna go for the gold. Go for the gold. I just I just thought about this, you guys. So again, I amuse myself. If I can't amuse myself, then whatever. But I was thinking, this chakras are rainbow related, and so it's like it's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So yeah, just a funny. Gold is marvelous. I love it. String. Yeah, that Q-tip is kind of unraveling, which is, it's okay. We'll make it work. Just filling in this gold here. Oh, my pretty little dots. And some more. I always end up pouring out too much paint. It's a habit. But when I mix them, I always want to make sure I have enough. So that happens, where they mix the most beautiful color. I don't measure things. I just kind of go with it, trusting my intuition. So the only downside to that is when you make a really totally awesome color and then you're like, I'm gonna try to create it again. All right, so here is our chakra tree, and I can see now I'm just going to go in and I want some more red. Like just fill that area in. Get the branches. A little bit more orange. Some spots. There we go. And again, it's okay if they're blending to the sides of the other color. Go ahead and blend them in there. Yeah. Come back in with some white. Really just gonna take this yellow into that green, down into the orange. Now I'm getting it dirty. So if you get it dirty, you can just flip to the other end. A little bit more yellow. Happy little dots. Put that one down. Green's looking pretty good. I think I want some more blue. Make sure I dip it in the right one. But I want to bring some of this blue down here. Get it a little bit thicker there, but that's okay. Again, it does not have to be perfect. All right. I'm thinking I'm really liking that, you guys. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is that one there. I'm going to just flip over one of these and I'm going to dip into the white. Do that over here. I'm just going to go in and start adding some white just to give it some depth. And you'll see that I'm kind of mixing the colors. I got some more orange on that one, but you don't have to worry about that because you can let it dry and go back in. But it just gives it more dimension. And if you, like I said, if you blend the colors and you don't like that, then just let it dry and go back in and add whatever color it is that you need. Oh, see, I got some blue in there, and that's okay. Add more paint. Hide the blue. But I can always touch up that gold. No problem. Just like giving it that dimension. And what do you think? I'm thinking it's looking good. I think I want a little bit more. I got some orange up there, so I'm going to dip this again, trying to cover up some of that orange. And I might just have to get a new one. Let's just, I'm going to use gold again, so I'm going to just grab the orange one. Get some white up here in this yellow. Steering clear of dipping it in the orange. Okay, and then I'll come back in with yellow. And I think the orange does need a little bit more white. So again, it's you guys.